Almost every member of parliament invests in projects aimed at extending services to the people, like ambulance, health centers, financing youth and women groups, and sometimes grading roads. However, this is not the responsibility of a member of parliament.
A legislator does legislation. So always the community leaders who have proved their salt as community leaders. We have seen their community being tempted to vote them into parliament, and that causes a confusion. So the thing is that once then you have gone to parliament, then of course the roles can be conflicting.
Mityana Municipality MP Francis Zake, together with his father, businessman Emmanuel Sembusi Butebi, initiated the Zake Foundation, which among other services extends mobile health services to the people of Mityana.
In the studies of politics, we call them political pet projects. They cannot be sustainable. And the reason they cannot be sustainable lies in the very definition of what political pet projects are. Political pet projects are these projects that are pursued for political reasons rather than their socio-economic rationale to the communities. Okay? And the projects that are of that nature are not bankable.
In Kampala, Kawempe North Muhammad Nsereko, currently under incarceration, also set up a health facility to extend services to the ordinary people in his constituency. Alan Sewanyana of Makindye West also set up several projects, but their projects have all stalled because of funding.
Alan Foundation has been at the forefront of assisting the needy and the vulnerable in Makindye West constituency, because he's been the MP, having been earning a salary where he could save some little money to come to the rescue of the needy.
It's so challenging that the services like the maternity services, the general medicine and vaccination that has been offered at Kawempe North Medical Center for free are no longer going to be enjoyed by the residents.
Those projects Segrinya started and Sewanyana started cannot sustain themselves because at the very beginning of them, they did not create for them defined income streams. And the day you say, okay, starting at this point, you're going to be paying for the service 100%, then the people see you they see a different picture. The reason people set up schools and use them as political capital is because government is absent in the lives of citizens in terms of schools.
Earlier on, government had established a constituency development fund for the member of parliament, but the fund was halted on grounds that the project was mismanaged.
First of all, the spending of that money is at the discretion of the political leader that is managing this fund. There are issues of transparency and accountability.
Comparatively, the Constituency Development Fund in Kenya is managed differently, largely by the government.
The technocrats who are skilled at the game to do this, supervise them better, provide oversight over them better, rein in on corruption to ensure that those bad men and women that have made it the business to steal government funds sanctioned.
The new government program, the Parish Development Model, is now seen as a prototype framework to ensure that these projects continue, even when a member of parliament loses his or her seat.
If you review the model, you get to see that the model is to bring as more people as possible to the market. In itself, it has good intentions. So the mindset has to be clear. So for as long as that is not clear, for as long as somebody comes and says, I have donated an ambulance, I am donating a health center.
In 2021, while still State Minister for Health, Prime Minister Robin Anabanja built a health center in Kakumiro, which he has since handed over to government.
In a country where you have a party that wants to domineer, they would be hesitant to allow opposition political leaders carry the same fund, because then you are building capital for them.
Jjingo Francis, NTV.